Hi, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. For today's video we have something really exciting. The 2022 Mamas just happened, and in light of them being basically the most important awards in K-pop, I decided to discuss all the outfits the 2 days of award ceremony gave us. I'll be discussing, ranking the members within a group according to their outfits, and give each look a rating from 1 to 10. We have the red carpet outfits from day 1 and day 2, and the performances outfits from day 1 and day 2. We have a lot of outfits to talk about, so let's just get into it. Disclaimer. I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university. However, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. There's a lot of looks to discuss, so I won't be getting too deep with any. That way the video isn't an hour long. Also, I'm not going to be able to talk about every single person that attended the awards, so forgive me if I didn't mention your faves. The first outfits we have are Kep1er's. The girls look fantastic. I love how classy and gorgeous all of them look. I absolutely love the silhouette of their dresses, but especially Hyun and Shoutings. Hikaru looks absolutely insane in that dress. Like, the clothing itself isn't that groundbreaking, but she looks drop-dead gorgeous. My only complaint is that I don't get why only Bahie and Hyun's dress are in a pink color. I think it would have been so nice if all the outfits were in different shades of pink, and in the same satin fabric. That way it would have been more eye-catching, and the girls would have stand out more in a sea of black and white outfits. But they also aren't that bad. For me this is an 8 out of 10. There are things that could have been better, but they still look so good. And my ranking is Hikaru, Hyun, Shouting, Jung, Daeyeon, Bahie, Hyun, Mishiro and Yeso. Next, we have Stray Kids, and oh boy, right from the bat I can say that I hate their outfits. Stray Kids isn't a group known for having amazing fashion, so I don't know why I always get surprised by how boring their clothing always is, but I do. They always stick to black for red carpets, they always have the classic leather pants, and the simple jackets. Some groups also stick to basic colors, but at least they try to make it more interesting with the pieces being more unique, but they don't even do that. Minho is literally wearing the same freaking outfit Jungin wore last year. I hate the belt over the blazer look, and they always go for that. In 2020 their outfits were so good, and I want something like that again. Their stylists need to step it up, and stop always gravitating towards black. My ranking is Hyunjin, In, Seungmin, Felix, Changbin, Bangchan, Lino and Han. And my rating is 4 out of 10. Next up, we have Bibi and Hyolyn. Bibi looks so freaking good. The dress being in black could have been so boring, but the little details make it so much better. I love the cutout on her stomach a lot, the neckline is so flattering on her, the chain bits are so nice, and I really like how the top part of the dress is in a fake leather fabric. The hairstyle works so well in this instance, and the minimal accessories give the look an effortless vibe. Hyolyn on the other hand, honey, what happened? I don't like how the dress is long-sleeved and almost to the ground, it just drowns her so much, but also she has the awful beanie, and black tights. She just looks like someone in disguise in the worst way possible. I would have rather if the dress was long-sleeved but shorter, above the knee. I would keep the tights since it would have looked so good, and that beanie needs to go. Bibi for me is a 10 out of 10. But Hyolyn is a 5 out of 10. Then, we have Txt. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that their stylists should be fired, and making lots of memes because of the clothing, but hey. Are their outfits a bit unusual? Yes. Do they look like they just rolled out of bed? Yes. But am I mad? Absolutely not. Finally, someone is giving us something exciting and unique. I love that recently Txt have been experimenting with fashion, it's so refreshing to see, and if this is all due to their collaboration with Burberry, then big hit, please make that collab a permanent thing. Actually Yeonjun already wore some of the outfits for a magazine photo shoot. He killed it then and they are killing it now. Kai and Yeonjun's coat are certainly out there, but I don't mind them. I actually really like baggy sweaters, and I love the fact that they are wearing skirts. The only thing I don't like is the bunching pants, but we barely get to see it. My ranking is Taehyun, Subin, Bomgyu, Kai and Yeonjun. And my rating is 10 out of 10. Next, we have Somi. Finally someone who has color in their look, and she actually looks so gorgeous. The dress is pretty simple, but the satin fabric and the bright color makes the whole look so much better. The gold jewelry matches perfectly, and ever her blonde hair complements the look. The dress is so flattering on her, it hugs her body so well and it looks like it was made for her. She just killed the red carpet. Definitely 10 out of 10. Then, we have Treasure. It's refreshing to see another color other than black, even if it's just white. They are all wearing suits, and each one of them has little details in the clothing that make the whole look a lot less basic. However, I still don't think it's enough. The boys look fantastic, but I 100% know that they are capable of a whole lot more. A lot of the members are into fashion, and I'm sure that Hyun had something to do with his final look, but I still wanted a bit more. For me this is an 8 out of 10 because they don't look bad, but they could have looked better. And my ranking is Junkyu, Asahi, Yoshi, Jungwon, Hyunsuk, Jungwoo, Jaehyuk, Doyoung, Haruto and Jihoon. Next up, we have last Sserafim. Just like most of the attendees, the girls have a simple black and white color palette for their outfits. But I really appreciate how, at least, they are wearing more interesting pieces. I actually love JO1's outfits so much. Her top is so nice, and it looks so good with the skirt. Kazuha's denim dress is also so nice, and she looks stunning in it. Yeonjin and Sakura's dresses are simpler, but they still look stunning. Yoonjae's dress is pretty, but I don't like how simple her whole look is. She looks gorgeous, but the outfit is way too casual in my opinion. She looks like she's going to the movies, or going out with friends. It doesn't give me red carpet vibes. However, one thing I absolutely love about their whole look is how all of them have an asymmetric detail in their skirts. If you notice closely, none of the skirts' hems are completely straight, and I think it's such a cool detail. My ranking is JO1, Kazuha, Yoonjae, Sakura and Yeonjin. And my rating is 8 out of 10. Then, we have JO1. Dressing a lot of members is never easy, and I actually really like the job that their stylists did in this instance. They of course have the classic suits most men wear for award ceremonies, but I really appreciate that at least they aren't all in black. The gray, black and white color palette is of course still pretty basic, but it's better than all black. I of course would have rather a colorful palette instead, but at least isn't that boring. I also like the little details, like some of them wearing turtlenecks, not all of them wearing ties, some of the pants being baggier, and the blazers having different elements. I don't know much about them, so I'm not sure if they always have nice styling, but I'm happy that at least they did in this instance. My ranking is this. And for me this is a 9 out of 10. Then, we have Nmixx. The girls are also wearing black, and their styling team tried to make their outfits more interesting, which they are. But they are also kinda bad. Lily and Sohyun look so pretty, and their outfits are actually fine. Jinny's dress is like a lounging shirt, but still, she doesn't look bad. Same with Bae, like I don't particularly love the dress, but it also isn't awful, although it does make her look like she's 30. However, Hyun, Jiwoo and Kyujin's dresses are not it. Hyun's dress isn't that bad, but the boots going under her dress just drowns her so much, and it's not a flattering look. Kyujin's dress would be so much better without that ugly-ass bow. Some clothing pieces kill the bow look. It's nothing new actually, but Kyujin's is completely awful. I think they did Jiwoo so dirty. The dress is so unflattering, and I hate that we can see her shorts. This is one of the few instances I saw Nmixx's stylists doing an awful job, and I truly hope it never happens again. My ranking is Sohyun, Lily, Jinny, Bae, Hyun, Kyujin, and Jiwoo. And my rating is 4 out of 10. Next up, we have Enhypen. The boys look so good, but why are the outfits so boring? They honestly look so handsome, and they look like they came from a wedding cake topper, but I want something more interesting. This type of look is something I would expect from an actor, but from an idol group I always expect a lot more. They're basically wearing the same thing, with the only difference being little details in the jackets, and the collars of the shirt being slightly different. For me this is a 7 out of 10, because even though they all look like 10s, I want more. And I'm not even going to rank them because they all look the same. Then, we have the Street Man Fighter leaders. Their outfits are actually so nice, and I can't believe that they are dressed better than some of the biggest idols in the industry. Silhouette-wise they kept it safe by wearing suits, but the little details like the fabrics, the collars being different, the prints, colors and accessories elevate the final look so well. Also, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but I love how they all kinda match. I don't know all of their names, so I'll just put the ranking on the screen. And this for me is definitely a 10 out of 10. Next, we have Kara. They made their big return to the industry this day, and the girls are looking completely gorgeous. Once again, they are wearing all black and keeping it safe, but at least the clothing itself isn't that boring. Youngji and Jiyeon's dresses are simple, but they still look amazing. Songyan's outfit might seem a bit casual, but the type of fabrics elevate the look a lot. And Gyuri and Nicole's outfits have more elements, but they don't stand out too much or anything like that. I think that the girls look so freaking hot, and this for me is a 10 out of 10. My ranking is Gyuri, Songyan, Jiyeon, Nicole, and Youngji. Then, we have Kang Daniel. This man is so damn gorgeous, and he could probably pull off whatever, but this outfit is so freaking boring. Is the same old classic and boring black suit. Their stylists tried to make it a bit different by giving him a bow tie instead of a regular necktie, but that isn't enough. Yes, he looks good, but I want something less boring. Give me some color, give a different silhouette, maybe even a print, I don't know, but something other than just this. My ranking is 6 out of 10, even though he looks good. Then, I have some quick mentions I want to do, people that you may or may not know, but that stood out for me in the red carpet. First off, we have Hyun. I'm not familiar with her work, however, I can still appreciate how good she looked on the red carpet. Her dress is so pretty, the color looks amazing on her, I love the fabric it's made out of since it adds another visual element, but the best part for sure is how amazing it's tailored to her body. There is exactly what I want when I say I want something more exciting when it comes to outfits. The dress isn't groundbreaking, but it's amazing enough to stand tall with some of the other looks. Definitely a 10 out of 10 look. And last but not least, for day 1 we have Lee Young from the YGX dance crew. I love her jacket a lot. I'm pretty sure it's Prada, and it's such a standout piece. But I think that whoever styled her ruined it with the sheer sparkly skirt she has. The jacket is such an in-your-face piece that can hold up on its own, so I don't get why they added another element to the look. I wished that instead of that skirt she just had some plain black shorts that peeked a bit but not enough to overpower or ruin the look. I think that their intentions and vision for the look were in the right direction, but the final product wasn't that amazing. For me this is a 7 out of 10, but it could have easily been a 10 out of 10. And now, we're into the performances from day 1. First off we have Somi. Who thought that this was a good idea for a performance outfit? Who approved it? And why did Somi decided to wear it? I know she has relations with Prada, and I don't know if she's even a brand ambassador, but still, they couldn't give her something better to wear? Her red carpet look was so good, and this is such a disappointment. Even her ponytail looks so bad. Like the YGX dancers look 10 times better than her, and it bothers me so much that their stylists didn't even try to match their outfits. 5 out of 10. Then we have DKZ. The boys actually wore these same outfits for the red carpet, and I don't love that, but I also get that maybe they didn't have that much of a budget. I actually like their outfits. The black and white outfits are so nice, and it worked so well with the performance they did. But I don't like that all of the members look so similar. I think that if the jackets were slightly different, or maybe some members had white pants instead. Just little things so they don't look the same, but it is what it is. I am not going to rank them since they're all wearing the same. And my rating is 8 out of 10. Also, can we talk about how a year ago they were such an underrated group, and now here they are performing at Mama's. I'm so proud of them. Then, we have Nmixx. If there's one thing that JYP knows how to do is pull off a performance. And that's exactly why I wasn't surprised by the fact that the girls even had a change of clothing in their performance. The coats that they wore at the beginning of the performance were so nice. I love the military-inspired details so much, but I don't like how 4 members have an amazing rich blue color, and then only 3 members have like a super pale military green. But then they take their coats, and they reveal these amazing red dresses. I'm a huge fan of red, so this is right up my alley. The girls look so gorgeous, and they should have worn outfits like these ones for the red carpet. My ranking is Selyun, Bae, Lily, Jinny, Jiwoo, Hyun, and Kyujin. And this is definitely a 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Bibi x Hyolyn. When their performance first began I was like, why the fuck is Hyolyn wearing a white t-shirt, but then I kept watching and totally got it. Hyolyn's white t-shirt and Bibi's light blue dress are supposed to be pajamas, and they worked perfectly with the performance storyline. But then they reveal the main outfits of the performance. I love how each one kept the same color, and both of them look amazing. I like how each one is wearing a different color, but they don't clash with each other. Their outfits were definitely tailored to the T for their bodies because they look absolutely amazing. The fabric the clothing is made of works so well for a performance outfit, and truly my only complaint is that I wish that Bibi's shoes were also blue, but that's more of a pet peeve. Both of them are definitely 10 out of 10 for me. Then, we have Kep1er. The girls understood what a performance outfit should look like. They look so freaking amazing, and although their outfits are something that has been done previously multiple times, they still look amazing and they killed their performance. I really like that Hikaru, shouting and Jung or wearing pants like that makes him look so badass. These outfits are also giving concert outfits and I love it. My ranking is Jung, Yeso, shouting, Ba Hee, Hikaru, Hyun, Mashiro, Dayeon, and Yujin. And this is definitely 10 out of 10. Next up is Txt. To be completely honest, right from the bat, their outfits for the performance were a bit disappointing. I know that their performance was inspired in Romeo and Juliet, but they could have had better outfits. The white shirts with the leather pants weren't enough, and then when they put the jackets, it still wasn't enough. These outfits are giving music show performance. And their mama performance was so freaking good, so they deserved way better outfits. My ranking is Kai, Subin, Taehyun, Bomgyu, and Yeonjun. And my rating is a 6 out of 10. Then, we have Sserafim. I love that they went with the Winter Wonderland theme for the performance, and their outfits match perfectly, but they aren't impactful enough to be outfits for an award show performance. The only difference between these outfits and their regular music show outfits is the fact that they added some rhinestones here and there in their clothing, and that just isn't enough. I completely understand that with the anti-fragile aesthetic, it wouldn't make sense for them to wear over-the-top dresses in high heels, but that's not what I'm asking. I just wanted something that could clearly stand tall within their regular outfits, but this isn't it. However, I still can acknowledge that the girls look fantastic, and their actual clothing isn't bad. My ranking is Unchai, Kazuha, Yunjin, Sakura, and JO1. And my rating is 9 out of 10. Next is JO1. I find it so funny that they look like they're having a collab stage with Kep1er because their outfits are basically the same. This is something we've seen before, literally, but they still look so freaking nice. The bits of sparkle in their clothing just make the whole look so much better, and the embroidery is completely gorgeous. My ranking is this. And my rating is 10 out of 10. Then, we have Kara. The girls were here with their grand return to the industry, and they didn't disappoint one single bit. I love the first look they had. The black pieces with the white and silver looked so good. I especially loved Yuri's cropped fur coat. Then they took the black pieces and they stuck with the white and silver. Songyeon and Youngji had coats before, so they revealed completely different outfits. I actually love Songyeon's outfit after she took the coat a lot more, but some of their outfits looked quite simple after they took the black pieces, like Yuri and Jiyoung's outfits. But as a whole they looked freaking amazing. I do think their outfits could have been a teeny tiny bit better, but after that amazing performance they did, who cares about the outfits? My ranking is Songyeon, Nicole, Youngji, Jiyoung, and Yuri. And my rating is 9 out of 10. Then, we have Stray Kids. They had one of the best performances of the night, but their outfits unfortunately weren't that amazing. The boys don't look bad, don't get me wrong, but it's some of the same thing they always do. Their set design for this performance was amazing, and we all know that JYPE has the budget, so I just want for their outfits to be as interesting as every aspect of the performance. Just because you add a bunch of rhinestones to their clothing doesn't automatically elevate the outfits for an award performance. My ranking is Hyunjin, Han, In, Changbin, Seungmin, Felix, Bangchan, and Lee No. And my rating is 6 out of 10. And last but not least, we have the girl group Collab. They all wore uniform-inspired outfits but in different colors. First we have IVE with an earthy color palette. I actually think their outfits were one of the best, and it's definitely because of the color palette. I especially love Liz and Gall's skirt, and Wan Young's argyle top. My ranking is Gall, Ray, Iso, Liz, Wan Young, and Yujin. And of course this is a 10 out of 10. Then we have Sserafim with the color red. Their outfits are nice, and I do love some of the pieces they're wearing, but I completely hate Yeonjin's jacket. I don't like the satin fabric is made out of, and it's just giving 2010s fashion, and I personally don't love that. And I also wish they had more red pieces, instead of only having little red details. My ranking is Yunchai, Kazuha, Sakura, Chaewon, and Yeonjin. And my rating is 7 out of 10. Next, we have Kep1er with green. I think their styling team did a wonderful job by mixing different shades of green, and giving each girl a completely unique outfits while still all of them matching. It's not an easy job to style groups with a lot of members, but this is also a type of outfits we've seen multiple times in Kep1er. My ranking is Bahi, Shouting, Hyun, Yesok, Dayeon, Mashiro, Yunjin, Youngun, and Hikaru. And my rating is 10 out of 10. Then we have Nmixx with blue, and I also think their stylists did a fantastic job. I love how they went for different type of fabrics. I freaking love that blue velvet, and the denim also looks so good. I don't have much to say, except that they all look completely gorgeous. My ranking is Selyun, Jiwoo, Hyun, Jinny, Bae, Kyujin, and Lily. And my rating is 10 out of 10. And lastly, we have New Jeans. Their color palette is on the gray, black and white side, and their outfits definitely look very New Jeans. This is really a typical look that I would expect from New Jeans. Lots of accessories and interesting pieces. I love how well they all match while still each one of them having individuality elements. But I wished that for the performance they had chosen a brighter color, since they can easily blend into the background next to the rest of the girls. My ranking is Danielle, Minji, Hyun, Haran, and Hanni. And my rating is 9 out of 10. And in the good spirit of an award fashion review, I want to choose the best and worst dressed for the red carpet and the performance outfit. For best dressed in the red carpet, I definitely think is Somi. She looked so stunning. And for worst dressed in the red carpet, I have to say Enhypen and Nmixx. For the performances, the best dressed in my opinion was Bibi and Hyolyn. And for worst dressed I have to say Somi and Txt.